South Korea's exports were down in January for a second straight month, and it looks like that's because of the global economic slowdown. But things are looking better for the latter half of the year. Ji-yeon reports.
Data released Friday by the Ministry of Trade, Industry and Energy show Korean exports dropped by 5.8% in January compared to the same period last year to around $46.4 billion. The country's imports also slumped by 1.7% on year to a little over $45 billion. Korea had a trade surplus for an 84th month in a row of $1.3 billion. As for why Korea shipped less of its main export items, semiconductors, petroleum, and petrochemicals, the Trade Ministry cited the global economic slowdown rather than local companies becoming less competitive. Falling global demand led to a drop in the prices of semiconductors and oil, but the ministry expects those will pick up during the latter half of the year. Semiconductor exports dropped last month by more than 23% on year to around $7.4 billion. Prices of DRAMs dropped 36.5%, while those of NAND flash memory chips decreased by more than 22%. Petrochemical exports dropped by 5.3% on year last month to nearly $4 billion, while petroleum goods decreased by nearly 5% on year to nearly $3.5 billion. By region, shipments to Korea's #1 export destination, China, contracted for the third consecutive month, mainly due to a slower Chinese economy. Exports grew, though, to the U.S. and the European Union, India, and Southeast Asia. Earlier this week, the government says support measures will be unveiled later this month, tailored to exporting industries, starting with the building of foreign plants, media content, and agricultural and fisheries products. Ji-yeon, Arirang News.